You ever have one of those brilliant ideas for an app, but then you think, oh, I can't code, or I don't have the money to hire a team? Well, that whole area is basically disappearing. Today, we're diving into a massive shift in how software gets built. We're moving away from all that complex code and big teams and into a world where all you need is a single powerful idea, brought to life by your very own AI co-founder. Okay, just look at this. This is the absolutely mind-blowing claim from a company called Rocket.new. One sentence in, whole app out. I mean, it sounds like something straight out of science fiction, right? But it perfectly captures the promise of where we're headed. You describe your vision, and a fully functional app just appears. This is the core idea we're going to unpack. And what's wild is the sheer scale of this change. The old way, and if you've ever been in tech, this is painfully familiar, we're talking months, maybe even years of work, trying to coordinate huge teams, raising a ton of money. The new way, it's about collapsing that entire process down to minutes. It empowers one single person with one single prompt. This isn't just a small step up. It's a completely different game. I know what you're thinking. How in the world is this even possible? It sounds like magic. So let's pull back the curtain and see what's actually going on. We're going to use Rocket.new as our case study to see how this thing really works. See, this isn't just about spitting out a bunch of code. The AI is literally acting like an entire product team. It starts by doing deep market and competitor research. Then it becomes a designer, mapping out the user experience. Then it's a copywriter, handling all the text. Then it generates the full stack code, configures the backend, and even deploys the whole thing. It is a complete pipeline from your brain to a live app. And this isn't just hype. Here's what a real user, Mia Williams, had to say. I love her phrasing here. She one-shotted it, as in one prompt, one try, and the result was astronomically better than anything else she'd used. This is the kind of stuff that shows you this technology is delivering for people right now. Okay, so a tool like Rocket.new is obviously incredible, but what's the bigger idea here? Let's zoom out from the specific tools for a second and look at the really powerful concept that's driving this entire movement, the idea of an AI as your digital co-founder. So here's the key thing to get. We're not just talking about a tool, we're talking about a partner. A digital co-founder is an AI agent that works with you. It's your creative partner when you're brainstorming, your operational partner when you're building, and your strategic partner when you're ready to launch. It's all about boosting the skills of one person to the level of an entire founding team. And get this isn't just some marketing trend. It's actually being studied in academia. This diagram, which comes from a research paper, shows a whole new model for solo entrepreneurship. You can see the founder, right at the start, working with the AI through these different phases to build a business together. It's a structured, collaborative process. So let's dive into that process. This journey, from a spark of imagination to a real working business, can actually be broken down into a super practical 3-stage framework that anyone can use to structure their work with an AI co-founder. It all kicks off right here, in stage 1, imagination shaping. This is that critical first step where you take that fuzzy, kind of vague vision you have in your head, and you work with your AI partner to hammer it into a clear, concrete, and most importantly, testable idea. So how does the AI help here? Well, it can take your personal passion and translate it into something the market will actually want. It helps you figure out who your audience is, sort through a bunch of your ideas to find the best one, and, this is huge, it helps you design tiny, low-risk first steps to just get the ball rolling without having to bet the farm. Okay, so you've shaped your idea. Now, in stage 2, it's time for the reality test. This is where you take that polished concept and you expose it to the real world, using small, fast, and super low-cost experiments. And the AI co-founder is an absolute game changer here. It can instantly spin up what researchers call nano MVPs. Think simple landing pages or basic prototypes just to see if people are interested. It can automate getting feedback and even help you figure out what it all means, which speeds up that whole build, measure, learn cycle so you know whether to keep going or change direction fast. And finally, once you've tested your idea and you've found something that really works, you hit stage 3, reality scaling. This is all about turning that proven concept into a sustainable, automated business that can actually run and grow on its own. Now, for a solopreneur with an AI partner, scaling looks totally different. It's not about hiring dozens of people. It's about using AI to automate and build systems for everything, from marketing to customer service. This basically extends your personal ability, letting you run an operation way bigger than any one person ever could before. And this diagram just puts that whole 3-stage journey together perfectly. You can see the flow right here. The solopreneur starts up top in imagination shaping, working with their AI. Then they drop into that reality testing loop in the middle, running experiments. And once an idea is proven, they move to reality scaling at the bottom to automate the whole thing. It's this awesome continuous cycle of creation. Okay, so we've covered the theory. The whole idea of a digital co-founder and this three-stage framework, it's powerful stuff. But how do you actually put it into practice? Let's get into the specific tools and best practices you can start using like today. All right, here's a quick look at some popular tools out there. If you're a designer just trying to build prototypes or landing pages, Lovable is a great choice. If you need a full-blown web app, Replit is insanely capable and you barely need to know how to code. Now, V0 by Vercel is powerful, but you often need to be a coder to fix its mistakes, so for now, we'd say start with the other two. Now, before you jump into any of these tools, this right here is the single most important piece of advice I can give you. Start with a plan. The AI is incredibly powerful, but it is not a mind reader. The quality of what you get out is directly tied to the quality and the clarity of your plan going in. And this just illustrates the point perfectly. On the left, you've got a detailed project plan for a nutrition app. It outlines the goals, the features, the tech. And on the right, the polished, fully functional app that was generated from it. A clear plan is the blueprint for a great result. It's that simple. And here are a few more quick tips to get the best results. Figure out your file structure early. Create a style sheet so your design stays consistent. And, to save time and money, try to bundle multiple changes into one single detailed prompt. And hey, just like working with a human, you gotta clean up your code regularly and give the AI a clear set of rules to follow. Which brings us right to our final thought. For decades, the biggest things stopping people from creating software have always been technical skill, time, and money. This technology is wiping those barriers away, leaving just one thing standing in the way: the idea itself. So the question isn't, can you build it anymore? The real question is, what will you create?